NFL Flag Championships presented by Toyota. Got overcast skies here this morning. Maybe a little preset, but tell you what, since yesterday morning, they've had all the fun they want around the Pro Football Hall of Fame. We had a full day of pool play yesterday, and we're excited to get to the Sweet 16. And we welcome you to the digital field. Here's the look at the bracket. The 14U boys will crown a champion on Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock. We're going to start in the upper left. The Raiders from Henderson, Nevada, and the Texans from suburban Houston in Spring, Texas. And we welcome you to the digital field. Great to beat. The timing on this impeccable. Here's the former Raider, Kirk Morrison, West Durham. And this is going to be a lot of fun. If you've not seen NFL flag, you're in for a treat.
Yeah, this is the Super Bowl of flag football. Let's just be honest. Excited to be here. These kids been warming up. They're ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's go. Championships, baby.
All right, look at the rules here, because if this is your first experience, you're in for a real treat. It's like football in a box. 5-on-5, 2 12-minute halves with a running clock. 50-yard field, drive start at the team's own 5. You got 4 downs to reach midfield, 3 downs to score. Touchdowns are 6. Extra points, 5 yards away 1, 10 yards 2. And of course, each team gets a challenge in regulation. Now, these teams played pool games yesterday, 3 each. Yesterday, the Texans, Aiden Flores' team, they went 2-1. Slow start. He's leaning on his son, Nick Flores, to maybe counterpunch today.
Yeah, they want to get off to a fast start. They felt like yesterday they kind of walked in a little bit, had the bright lights around, and took them a little bit. They sleepwalked a little bit. And all of a sudden, they woke up, and boom.
Yeah.
That's why they're here today.
So they're 2-1. Raiders, meanwhile, from outside of Vegas in Henderson, Nevada, they went 3-0. And Coach Ryan Marquez couldn't speak highly enough of what Chase Walling did defensively.
Yeah, what he did defensively, it set a tone. This guy's 6'2", and he gets after the quarterback. If the Raiders win this game, it's going to be because of Chase Walling getting after the passer.
Get ready, boys. 14U Sweet 16 action today from Canton, Ohio. The 2025 NFL Flag Championships presented by Toyota. We get going next on And welcome to NFL Flag. No matter who you are, lace up your cleats, smear on the eye black, step out on the field and chase something. In this game, there's a position for everyone. Visit NFLFlag.com to find a league and start the chase today. And we get going here on the digital field with the Raiders and Texans. And the Raiders are going to have it first. And Kirk, here's a little bit of the rules in terms of offense. This is the curious part of this. And the pass rush is a factor, although you wouldn't think it would be.
Yeah, quarterback has 7 seconds to throw, but when the pass rusher has about 7-yard distance, he can go right after the quarterback. So that quarterback has to get rid of the football. It's all about timing. And if they don't get rid of the football, then that's considered a sack. So it's a little bit different because you can lateral, you can do a lot of things behind the line of scrimmage that can allow you to get across, but sometimes you may find a way to just throw the ball up.
So you see the lineup here for Spring, Texas. Keep an eye on Nick Flores, and that is Daniel Rogers, who is a threat at 6'1". And Aiden Flores, the coach of this group from Spring, says we've got to get off to faster starts, especially offensively. They were 2-1 in pool play yesterday, won their first 2 games, and then lost to the Jaguars. And here's the group from Henderson, Nevada, with Coach Marquez, who we visited with earlier. They too talk about, hey, got to get off to quicker starts. They were impressive, however, yesterday, winning all 3 games, including kind of a 6-0 game in their first game. So we'll see how they do defensively. We already told you about the pressure Chase Walling can put on them defensively. Keep an eye on number 7. And there's Ryan Marquez. And away we go. Texans will have it first here. Flores on a crossing route, and the catch is made. That's Rico Ogwin Jr., son of the assistant coach Earl Ogwin Sr. And he makes the short grab here. So second down. Remember, 4 to get to midfield and 3 to score.
And early on, like, nice little toss pass, right?
Yep.
Got it right over the top of Walling. Walling 6'2", so being able to get over the 6'2" Walling, nice job by Flores to start the game.
You see how this works? Center is a live player. Walling again on the pressure. Flores going to cut it deep, trying to come back and make the catch. El Sharif, and it got broken up on the play. Defensively, Luke Jappy covering it for the Raiders.
Yeah, nice job by Jappy, high pointing the football. That, a lot of times you always see guys go right to the man. But that time, Jabby got to the top. He played the offensive wide receiver's hands and knocked that ball away.
So the 3rd of 4 here.
Still with the opportunity to run the football here, so you've got options here. Players miss. A lot of times, the high percentage throws, I just love to see the ball get completed and allow your playmakers just to make guys miss.
So now plus territory, 12 yards on the return. Here's Flores, quick throw, caught by El-Sharif, and that'll give them a 2nd down. Remember now they got a plus field start, so only 3 downs here to score.
Yeah, so right now if you're the Raiders, you're just trying to keep them out of the end zone. You've got 2 downs to do it. But a nice job there by the Texans defensively making the touchdown.
2 big plays by Cunningham, spark Henderson, Nevada. Here's Lund now for the here with 4.5 to go in this first half.
This would be a big loss for the Texans if he's not able to return. O'Gwen, he's number 1, and he gets up, and I think he comes down on that ankle, that left ankle.
So what looks like on the surface to be just an ankle injury. Rico O'Gwen still down. We'll take a quick break here in Canton. SpringTexans now. Raiders do get the touchdown to Swint. Here's Flores and the Texans back to work. Trying to go to Rogers, and a flag will be thrown here. Defending the play was Noah Lund. Kevin Bowerbach, the referee.
Pass it
for the Texans there.
That doesn't go down as a sack, but it goes down as a hurry. And it made the quarterback, and we talked about Walling, how he can affect this game. It may not be with the sack, but it could be just getting the quarterback off the pocket, off the spot, and making him have to throw when he doesn't want to.
Remember, a reset on the downs occurred with the penalty, so they still got 4 to get to the midline. Clock running, though. We're 2.5 to go. That running clock catches you in NFL flag. Flores, the shot, and El-Sharif could not hang on.
As we get a little bit of a small, looks like a little bit of rain, just a little bit, not a lot, but just enough that could possibly affect these wide receivers as they try to catch the football. As we see a couple of umbrellas start to open up.
Yep, back-to-back incompletions from Flores. Arguably one of the best plays has been the run play we saw from Henderson, Nevada. With the clock winding down here, under 2 minutes to go. Flores going to cut it deep. El-Sharif caught it. No! Bounced off his hands. Oh, my goodness. He got behind the DB, and Braden El-Sharif couldn't clutch it. Luke Jappy was defending for the Raiders.
He's just wide open, and that ball literally falls right into his hands, but he lets it get to his body. It got right to the chest. Once it bounces off the chest, it's an incompletion. You'll want to see him to go up with the hands. Go grab that with the hands. That's a hands. That's probably a catch. And now it's a turnover on downs with the incompletion.
Yep.
I'm sorry, a punt with the incompletion.
But only 70 seconds left here for Henderson, Nevada. Lund, the crossing route. That's Swint again. Or, beg your pardon, that's Colton Ross. First time we've seen Colton Ross make a play.
Nice underneath play. You kind of get some miscommunication there on the Texans side. When you get these condensed formations, you got to communicate and play space. If you don't do that, you run into each other, and that's what happened in the last play.
Yep. So here's Lund, and again, the clock moving. 47 Bowerbach and his crew. A little game management.
Yeah, I love the game management here. They got one opportunity now. So we already know if you're the Texans, you're playing everything to the end zone.
Yep.
I would almost line up on the in line or the goal line, and nothing gets behind you. Let them throw it in front of you. We can rally up and tackle, but nothing gets behind you if you're the Texans.
So Ryan Martin. What a strike by Henderson, Nevada, huh?
Yeah.
Evan Cunningham comes up big in this first half.
Well, if you think about it, it didn't start well for them. They get to throw an interception early on, which leads to the first score from the Texans, and then back-to-back scores by the Raiders to close out this half.
Let's go to Ryan Marquez to visit with us here at the half. Coach, first of all, Nice job on the dramatics there at the end of the frame, huh?
Hey, thank you very much. Yeah, the boys, they came up and they said, hey, let's run this play. We know we'll get in there, and snuck in the back.
You had the early interception by your quarterback. What did you tell him after that play?
I just told him just hang in there. Hey, we got a lot of game left to play, and we'll get it. We got it.
Ryan, I know you lean on every player, but it feels like Evan Cunningham gave you a real boost in the first half.
He really did. The ball's real slippery right now, and just handing him off the ball and letting him run. He's one of the fastest kids out here. He just gets after it, and he's gone.
Take me to that last little bit right before the half. What was the thought process going with that last drive?
That last drive, we just wanted to, honestly, we just want to get close enough to score, and you know, we got close enough, and we got in there.
Appreciate the time.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Henderson, Nevada 12. Spring, Texas 6. Man, look at, I tell you what, we skip right along in NFL flag now. Second half coming up here shortly. It's Henderson, Nevada, halftime here at the 2025 NFL Flag Championship presented by Toyota. Great to be with Kirk Morrison, West Durham. We've seen big plays, both offensively and defensively in this first half.
Yeah, it kind of just starts with the growth of where college, but flag football has started, right? 750,000 athletes, ages 4 to 17, playing in all 50 states. Over 2,000 flag football leagues all across, and women constitute 25% of these athletes. 24 NCAA colleges offer women's flag football. 17 states sanction high school girls football. And look, just being here, you see it all around. We're not just the boys, it's the girls division, seeing a lot of great athletes, and it's all really getting us ready for LA 28, the Olympics in 2028. So excited for where flag football has come, and this gives you an alternative from playing tackle football.
Absolutely. The other part about this is you got some of the bigger game tendencies.
Yeah.
Hard counts get you 14U boys bracket, and one half complete in the Sweet 16, and Henderson, Nevada leads Spring, Texas 12-6. Here's a look at the full field. You'll see coverage all afternoon. Available on ESPN, ESPN2, NFL Plus, some of the YouTube channels as well. Games still to come. We're going to see Clifton Park, New York, White House, Ohio coming up here in our second ball game of this morning session, if you will, in 14U boys. Great to be with Kirk Morrison, West Durham. Hey, Raiders in front, 12-6. Good for you, big fella.
Well, finally, right? They need to take that over to the real game, the NFL game. But so far, it's been a great first half. We've had some outstanding plays. Offensively, defensively, we've had a couple of stops. So to me, I'm not surprised now by both teams. Now they've been here for a couple of days. They're starting to get into it. And it really started off with this Rico Ogwin interception that really got Spring, Texas started. Yep, and then they got the touchdown, Flores to El Sharif. We got a play going up the field. Here's the score. The first touchdown, and then this one right before the half. The throw to Cunningham for a touchdown. Kind of gave them the lead at half. Up the ball for Turner, and a flag is thrown behind the play. And referee Kevin Bauerbach.
Illegal contact, defense, 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Play results in a first down.
So illegal contact. I don't think this is on Rodgers.
No, it didn't happen. This was more probably around the line of scrimmage. Okay. I think there was an illegal contact. What happened also, too, it was the fake. Because the Raiders have had a couple of nice run plays, you've got the defense that's trying to grab and get in front of the run play. So it was the fake on the run. I don't see there's a hold. Yeah, that's a nice little job there of trying to sail outside routes. Texans with a hold.
Here's Lunn, another first down. Going to take another deep shot, and back inside he goes for Cunningham, and that got broken up on the play. El Sharif downfield.
Yeah, that ball's a little underthrown, and El Sharif making sure, turning his head all the way around. He's in phase. That's a nice job playing the football. In phase, play the football, head around. Good technique.
So the clock running here. Now remember, that becomes a factor in the second half. The clock really becomes an integral part of the way these teams try and strategize this second 12 minutes of play.
And if you notice, the Raiders, they call plays on the sideline and run back out there. So they neutralize the clock a lot. They utilize it as a friend.
Oh, nice avoidance of the pull there, and tried to fire it for Luke Jappy, incomplete.
Showing you that athleticism in the pocket is Lund, and a crucial third down here. They had the ball to start this half, Can they turn this into a score to try to open up the gap? And right now, crucial third down. Look at that. Woo, look at that. Get around the hoop.
So this is third down. They've got about 18 yards to pick up the first down at the midline.
Both ways.
Here's another give. El Sharif trying to turn the corner again. Spins out of bounds. Not quite to the midline. So it's 7:48 to go. You're a yard off the midline on third down, Kirk.
Yeah, well, we know they're in a no-run zone. So this is going to be a pass here. They can't run it inside this little 5-yard box here. So getting tight, a little push.
There it is.
And you get the first down. I love what they're doing. They're starting this drive off. Chase Wallen, we talked about him as a defender. He's been rushing a passer, but 2 consecutive runs have taken him out of the play. We may see more of that outside of the run zone, but right here still inside this run zone. No run zone. They've got to throw the ball.
That was Parker Prime with the first down. There's O'Gwen back in the game with the ankle twist. And Rico not 100%, but good enough there.
Yeah. Sometimes you're running on adrenaline. And these young guys are out there running around having a good time. And he was just an outlet. He had an opportunity with the ball pitched to him first. He could have thrown it, but he pitches it back. Eligible for a catch.
Here's Flores again to his right, thinking about keeping it, and steps to the sideline before he got knocked out of bounds. Clock now under 7 minutes to go. And here's third down. And there'll be a quick huddle.
And they got to huddle because this one has to make it into the end zone. This is their final opportunity here to get a score. Now, if you're on the Raiders side, Chase Wallen, we talked about him, number 7. He's got to get after the passer here. But what they're doing, the Texans right now currently, they're pitching the ball to the quarterback. So what that means, it keeps the quarterback live. So now they're able to, the quarterback can run, but then he can also throw. So
momentum is building. Learn more at GenUnow.org. Raiders with a 6-point lead. First down turn and the hand. Cason Turner around the corner. Daniel Rogers pulls the flag for the Texans.
And now you see the Raiders are going to start to use a little bit of a clock. They let that clock wind and get to the sideline. They call their play, and they're going to utilize the entire field. So you get a run to the left for them. Then possibly you're going to see them run to the right. You know, they try to use all aspects of this field and keep the Texans on their heels.
Here's Noah Lund to work. Back across the middle, a crossing route. Evan Cunningham, who had the touchdown before. So here's third down in the no run zone.
Yeah, how do you create?
So here's third down in the no run zone.
Yeah, how do you create space? How do you create opportunity? That time they have a condensed formation to the left. They get everybody going up, and then that underneath route wide open there for the Raiders.
Lund, quick throw, and turning is Colton Ross over the midline. And Kirk, any points here at all?
Yeah,
make this a tough hill to climb for the Texans.
You know, just talking earlier to Coach Marquez, you know, these guys only been together for about a year.
Right.
So seeing some of this chemistry on third down, I mean, receiver turns around, that ball's already in the air. Catch, knowing where the marker is. To me, that's some of the experience that they've gained being here in Canton, being back together playing ball.
First down, quick shot, middle of the field, Turner again. Now, Cason Turner has already helped this Henderson, Nevada squad because yesterday it was a seam route that produced the only score in a 6-0 game against the Chargers in pool play.
I think it also shows you can win not just on offense, you can do it defensively. Playing a 6-0 game, that means and they run a 2-2 defense. So being able to play some man-to-man and do what they do in terms of walling and rushing the passer, a score feels like they can really put this game out of hand.
Second down to 3. They're going to hand to Cunningham again, working to the far side. The clock to 3.5 minutes as he goes out of bounds, and now the scoring down or bust here for Henderson, Nevada.
Here you get the condensed formation. The ball's in that no-run zone, so watch the
throws and broken up. Noah Lund, the quarterback, raked it out of El Sharif's hands. And now a timeout's been called by SpringTexans.
Yeah, it's starting to feel like this could be the drive right now. That's it. This may be the drive.
Yep.
That the Texans have to score. They don't score here. They give the ball back to the Raiders. That maybe the game may be over.
Yep.
Stop.
Okay.
We got 2 downs to score. 2 downs. That's all we got.
Look.
2 downs.
Look. We go this play again. Flip it. Whoever's right here. Center? Or no, center. Run the out. Once it think it, cut right up the middle. Literally, it's wide open.
Sit in the middle.
What they're saying is
Nick Flores
let's
taking
go.
command of the huddle, huh?
well, what I'm hearing is that they're going to utilize 2 plays. So they're not trying to score on this play. What they're trying to do is get all the receivers down the field and get the guy in the middle to stop about 10 yards from the end zone.
Play fake. Walling pressures again, and there's the catch, El Sharif. Part 1 executed.
Part 1. So now here's the play. This is the game right here. This is the game play right here. If they don't score here, I think this game's over. As the clock continues, this is the last offensive play for the Texans to get this game tied up.
Another timeout being asked for.
Get this game tied up.
Another timeout being asked for. And the clock is stopped with 41 seconds left. Ball essentially is at the 9-yard line. And let's see if we can listen in to Aiden Flores, Earl O'Gwen, and this team from SpringTexans. Here's Ryan Marquez in the Henderson, Nevada huddle.
Don't. Chase, watch the snap, okay?
Yeah.
Am I going to? Get that flag. Hey, Luke, they might like.
They're going to take a shot because I don't think they can risk doing anything short. So just break it.
And now
Clock is
Kevin
on the snap.
Bowerbox has asked for a reset of the game clock to 41.
I'm looking for a jump ball here in the end zone. I don't think they're going to do it.
Ryan Marquez told us defense could be our calling card. And here in the second half, offensively, his team punted essentially in their 2 possessions.